All right, everybody, welcome to our final home game, I hope, versus Littleton Red. So we have Bogey, Rylan, and Tristan with Sherman Cooper as our first line. We have Edie and Nat. And unfortunately, my co-host is not here, so you've got me for now. All right, so we got Littleton with face-off win, taking it back into their own zone, doing a pass up into the center of the neutral zone with a pass deep in, and we've got an offside already. Today is Saturday, February 1st, and I have to say I'm very glad that we all made it through January, the longest month of the year. All right, so we're going to go close to our bench here on the face-off. Tristan taking the face-off. Rogan with Bogey and Rylan. Littleton with the face-off win, sending it deep behind the net. Petey comes out, grabs the puck, sends it up the boards. Picked up by, I'm not sure, Rampage player. Tristan chasing it down into the Littleton zone. Littleton takes it, but stopped by Sherm. Sherm up against the boards to Cooper. Cooper doing a cross-ice pass, picked up by Rylan. Rylan driving it deep into the neutral zone. Going by himself, 1-on-4 for Littleton. Littleton stealing it, bringing it back, and we've got Sherman Chadsey. Sherm and Grayson. All right, so we've got a tripping on Sherm, so we're going on the penalty kill. We have 13:07 left in the first period. We're going into our first penalty kill. We've got Riker, Chadsey, Austin, and Grayson out with him. I'm sorry, Ian is out there with him. Littleton with a pickup, trying to run into the ref, and the ref says no, thank you. Sends it back up to the point, and Littleton sends it around the boards. Austin picks it up behind the net, sends it up the boards, and Littleton picks it up. Back into the corner. Littleton dekes around their own player, bringing it around, sends it up to the D. D holds it, makes a shot towards Petey. Petey pushes it to the side. Littleton picks it up back behind the net, but Riker says no, thank you. Picks it up, does a backhand up to Ian. Ian up against the boards, sends it back to Riker, gets it out of the zone. Ian chasing it down. Littleton resets into their own zone. Does a pass into the neutral zone. We have 45 seconds left on our penalty kill with a shot towards Braden. Braden pushing it again off to the side. Littleton picks it up, and we've got a potential another tripping call. No. Ref puts his arms back down. Ian driving it into the Littleton zone, but they stop him. 4-on-1. Picked up by Austin. Eli coming out on D with Kellen and Grayson. Eli clears it out of the zone, sends it deep into Littleton's zone. We're not going to have an icing as they're right there. Kellen chasing him down. Littleton does a pass to themselves, but Grayson intercepts. Grayson picks it up, takes it around behind the net, tries to do a pass over to Vassy. No go, and their goalie covers it. All right, so we got Cam and Eli out on D. We've got Fergie, Grayson, and Kellen. We are off the penalty kill. Sorry if I was a little bit late on that. Sorry, Jacob is out for Kellen. Nope. Kellen and Jacob are out with Fergie, Cam, and Eli on D. Rampage with face-off win. Eli with a puck, trying to get it over to Cam. Gets intercepted. Picked up by Littleton, driving it in. They are up against the boards. Picked up by Grayson. Grayson with a pass up to Fergie. Fergie drives it into the zone. Littleton picks it up against the boards. Fergie keeps it away. Back over to Jacob. Jacob with a backwards pass over to Kellen. Kellen makes a pass, gets intercepted by Littleton, and they're driving in. Cooper's out with Sherm on D. And Cooper keeps a poke check on that player. Littleton does a backwards pass, gets out of the zone, goes to the neutral ice. Littleton picks it up, does a pass, and we have a delayed penalty for tripping. Should be on Littleton. No. It is on Kellen. We're going on to our second penalty kill. We have 10:45 left in our period. We've got Tristan out with Cooper, Sherm, and Rylan. Rampage sends it over on the boards. Littleton intercepts it, tries to drive it in deep, but intercepted by Tristan. Tristan gets it over to Cooper, who gets it over to, I'm not sure who, but they make a shot on Braden. Braden pushes it off to the side. Littleton grabs it at the top of the point. We've got Tristan with a nice little poke check. Back over to Sherm. Sherm's trying to send it back over to Coop, but it gets picked up. Rylan grabs it, drives it in, dekes around that player. Spinning around, he gets poke check, but he takes control, tries to get around and dekes, but it doesn't happen. Goes high into the air. Tristan grabs it. Tristan over to Rylan. Rylan with a shot and goal. Rylan with the goal with a pass from Tristan. We have a score of 1-0. 45 seconds left in our penalty kill. 10 minutes left in the period. Coming out, we've got Riker. We've got Austin, Chadsey, and I believe that's Grayson over there on the other side, and it is. Grayson with a poke check from the face-off. No, I'm sorry, that's Bogey. They're both tall. So sorry about that. And we have an offside call. Bogey, Riker, Chadsey, and Austin. Riker with the face-off. Boogie on his left. Riker with the face-off, one back to Austin. Austin tosses it up the boards, trying to get it to be caught. Is it going to be caught before it's icing? Yes, Littleton catches it, tries to send it back. They send it back to themselves, and they make a pass. Picks up by Chadsey. Chadsey with the puck, sends it up to Bogey, but gets intercepted by Littleton. Littleton driving in, does a pass, forward-to-forward pass. They pick it up against the boards. They make a pass, gets poke checked, picked up again by Bogey. Bogey over to Riker. We have 9 seconds left on our penalty kill. Riker driving it in. It gets recovered by Littleton. We're back to full strength. Picked up by Grayson. Grayson driving it in. He's got Vassy on his side. Goes into the corner, stops, sends back. Littleton picks him up. Gets sent back over into the corner. Looks like that's Ian over there in the corner with him, battling for the puck. Gets popped off the board, gets sent back in. Cam and Eli on D. Littleton dumps it into the zone. Picked up in the corner by Cam. Not sure what's happening over in the corner, but Grayson picks it up, sauces it up the boards, gets it out of the zone, and we're going to get a big, huge offside. That was beautiful. All right, so we got Vassy taking the face off with Grayson and Fergie. Cam and Eli on D. No, that's Jacob, not Grayson. So sorry about that. Rampage with the face off, but Littleton picks it up. Shot on Braden, but he pushes it off to the side again. Picked up by Vassy, up against the boards, then picked up by Fergie. Fergie driving it on. We got a 2-on-1 situation. They poke check him, sending it back in, but then it gets pushed off into their zone. Back into the neutral zone by Jacob. Vassy grabs it. Got a little bit of a battle here in the neutral zone. Eli picks it up, sends it up to Vassy. Vassy touches it, so it's not going to be offside. Icing. Gets sent around the boards. We got Cooper and Sherm coming up on D with Tristan. Tristan bringing it into the zone. Gets stopped by a Littleton player. They pull it out, but Cooper says no thank you. Sends it back into our zone for a reconnect. Puck goes around the boards, picked up by Rylan. Rylan driving in with Tristan on the side. Cooper with him. Rylan with a goal. Rylan with a nice little deke and then a goal. All right, so we have 7:34 left in the first period. We got Bogey, Tristan, Rylan, Cooper, and Sherm. Littleton with face-off win. A little bit of a battle from Rylan. An offside call. All right. No line change here. We're going to keep Bogey, Tristan, and Rylan with Cooper and Sherm. Rampage with the face-off one back to Cooper. Cooper up to Tristan. Tristan driving it in, deking around through the legs. Shot towards the goal. Gets pushed off to the side. Picked up again by Tristan behind the net. Rylan there to battle with him. Tristan picks it up with Bogey into the corner. Bogey with a pass over to Tristan, or to Rylan. A little bit of a battle here in front of the net, and then back over into the corner. Puck back behind the net. Picked up by Littleton, driving it in, and Cooper is there with a poke check. Player gets past Cooper with a shot on net, but goes way wide on Braden's left side. Picked up by Cooper, driving it in. Cooper trying to make a pass over to Rylan. Littleton gets in the way. Rylan picks it up into the corner, trying to make a pass down to Riker. Riker picks it up into the corner again. He's being held up against the boards by a Littleton player. Ref jumps up onto the boards, which is smart. Picked up by Grayson. Grayson with a shot. Oh, deflecting goes high. Tristan with a puck again. Littleton intercepts it. 1-on-3. Chadsey with a shot, or Chadsey with trying to do a poke check. Littleton makes a shot. When Braden gets sent up, goes back into the neutral zone. Littleton with a pass deep into the zone. Chased down by Chadsey. Chadsey's there. Sends it up to Riker. Riker sends it over to Ian. Ian bumps it up against the boards. Littleton trying to pick it up. Unable to. Riker's there. Holding on to it through the center ice. Up against the red line. Grayson's there with him. A little bit of a battle here in the center. Austin tries to come in. Wilson grabs it. We got a 2-on-1 situation, but Chadsey pokes him. They make a shot. Goes high up on the board, on the glass. Deep into the corner. Can't see what's really happening, but the puck goes up to their D. The pass over into the center. Riker picks it up. Taking it in with a pass over to Austin. Poke check by Littleton, and we've got one player. We've got a 2-on-1 situation. Shot towards Braden, and goal by Littleton. All right, coming out, we got Jacob, Bassey, Fergie, Cam, and Eli. 5:13 left in the first period. Shots on goal are 6 for Littleton, 5 for Rampage. Bassey with the face-off. Bassey with a face-off win. Trying to send it over to Fergie, but Littleton intercepts, grabs it, brings it deep into the zone. Cam with a chip. Sends the puck behind the net over into the corner, grabbed by Eli. Eli trying to send it up to Bassey. Littleton intercepts it, trying to deke around. Doing a little bit of fancy footwork, but picked up by Fergie. Fergie grabbing it, driving it in. He's got Jacob with him. Littleton recovers, brings it back in. We got Cam and Eli here on the D, doing some poke checking. Cam in the corner with Fergie, with Littleton. Bassey picks it up, sends it over to Cam. Cam sends it down and ices it. We got line change coming up with Tristan, Bogey, and Rylan, Coop, and Sherm. 4:32 left in the first period. Just want to let you guys know, it is a beautiful Colorado day today. It was about 55 degrees at the beginning of the game, so it's absolutely beautiful. Tristan with the face-off win. Cooper in the back, into the corner with the puck, grabs it, drives it deep into the center, sends it over to Rylan. Rylan chasing it down into Littleton's zone, picks it up behind the net, grabbing it, doing a shot towards the net, trying to get it over to Tristan, just a little bit wide. Cooper grabs it, sends it deep behind the net, picked up by Tristan. Tristan sends it over to to Bogey. And we have a goal. I think that was Tristan's goal. Whose goal? So that was his Hattie. Rylan's Hattie. 3:58 left in the first period. Rylan with a hat trick. Let's just keep it up. Let's keep the momentum up. Coming out, we got Riker with Grayson and Ian. Chadsy and Marky on D. Riker with a face-off win back to Chadsy. Chadsy holding on to it, trying to get his sauce up to Ian. Gets a little bit more heat on it, goes towards it, but is no icing. Littleton picks it up behind the net. Trying to make us pass up, but caught in the neutral zone by Austin. Austin chips it up the boards, but Littleton picks it up. Driving it into Rampage territory with Ian on the hunt, doing a poke check, grabs it, sends it up, trying to get it out of the zone. Battle up against the boards. Again, Ian with a sauce. Gets it out to Riker. Riker trying to get out of the zone, but he loses an edge. Littleton with it, sends it back into neutral zone, driving it into Rampage territory. Shot on Braden. Braden with a huge save and caught his rebound. Covered it, and we have a whistle. All right, we got Fergie, Kellen, and Jacob coming out with Cam and Eli on D. 3:16 left in the first. Scores 3-1. 7-7 shots on goal. Bassey with the face-off. Littleton with the face-off win. Shot towards Braden, but it's just to the side. Eli trying to clear it out. Shot on Braden from the D, and he catches it. Gloves it, and the whistle's blown. No line change. Bassey with the face-off again. Littleton with the win. They send a pass over to the forwards. Shot towards Braden, but Braden pushes it to the side again. Bassey with it, trying to clear it out of the zone. Fergie's there, trying to get it out. Doesn't get it out, and picked up by Cam behind the net. Cam with it, trying to surf it up the boards, but Littleton grabs it instead. Deep into the corner. They send it up. Battle between Cam and Littleton behind the net. And then Eli jumps in. We got Jacob there, up to Fergie. Fergie trying to get out of the zone, but it gets stolen by Littleton. Back out of the zone by Fergie. Jacob's there to help him out. Back into the zone. Sends it over to Cam. Cam holds it. Sauces it up. And we're going to get icing again. We're going to just call my kid the icing king. All right. Got a line change with Tristan, Rylan, Bogey, Cooper, and Sherm. 2:22 left in the first period. Kind of a stall there on that face-off. Rampage trying to make a pass. Oh, Littleton grabs it, tries to deke around him, makes a shot, but it goes high and wide. Battle behind the net. Littleton grabs it. They make a pass deep into the corner. Shermer's there trying to keep some pressure on. Puck gets sent up the boards. Littleton grabs it. Takes it behind the net. To make a little bit of a pass. They do. Gets up to their D. D dekes around, but then Cooper picks it up. Got a 3-on-1 situation. Tristan's there with him. Drops it back down to Rylan. Rylan with a shot. High. Trying to send it up to Sherm. We got a 1-on-2 situation. Sherm's not able to stop him. Shot and wide and to the left. Picked up by Rylan. Rylan sends it over to Tristan. Tristan unable to get his stick on the puck. Picked up by Littleton. Littleton holding it, sending it to their winger. Picked up by Grayson. Grayson's there, able to get his stick on the puck, sends it over to Rylan. Rylan holds on to it, and we have an offside situation here. 1:07 left in the first period. We got Marky, Chadsy, Riker, Grayson, and Ian. Riker with the face-off, and the face-off win, sends it over to Ian. Gets it into the zone. Riker grabs a hold of it. Trying to get it over to Grayson. Gets a little bit of a tip from Littleton, so it goes a little bit wide. Littleton grabs it, driving it down. We've got Ian back here with Chadsy. Littleton sends it into the corner, sends it around behind the net, picked up by Chadsy. Chadsy does a stop, chips it up the board, sending it around. and Chadsey ices it. No, they waved it off. Picked up by Riker. Riker behind the net, trying to find someone to pass to, trying to get it to Ian, but Littleton intercepts. Littleton grabs it, driving it down. We got a 2-on-2 situation. They hold on to it, makes a shot on Braden. Braden grabs it, covers it, and says no. All right. We're going to keep this line out here for the next 20 seconds, I would assume. So we're going to keep out Austin and Chadsey with Ian, Grayson, and Riker. Getting a little bit of information from Coach as we go to the face-off. Littleton with the face-off win, shot towards Braden, but he stands up and says, "Get past me." Puck gets chipped up into neutral zone. Chased down by Littleton. Rampage putting on the pressure, but they do a pass. Poke check by Austin. Littleton still picks up that poke check, and we're at the end of the first period. Score is 3-1. Rampage. Shots on goal are 9 for Littleton, 7 for Rampage. I'll be back. Enjoy the nice weather outside. Give us 1 minute. All right, everybody, welcome back to the second period. We got Fergie out there with Vassy, Jacob, Cam, and Eli. Still have Braden in net. Littleton with the face-off win. They send it deep into the zone. Eli back passing to Jacob. I'm not sure what that a little bit of hockey terminology is, but he sends it from the back of his stick down deep into the zone. Fergie with a pass, and Vassy trying to do a poke check. Got Littleton doing a pass into, but stopped by Jacob. Jacob with a nice little poke check. Picked up to their D. They sent it deep down behind the net. Cam there to grab it, sauce it up to Jacob. Jacob trying to get it over to Vassy, unable to get it out of the zone. Littleton picks it up, then back over to Fergie. Fergie doing a little chip up against the boards. Littleton grabs it, sends it deep into the corner. Cam grabbing it, holds on to it, makes a pass up to Fergie, but Littleton intercepts, grabs it. Got a little bit of a, not exactly sure what's going on. Got a little bit of a, people losing their edges and all of that kind of stuff. So Littleton grabs it, tries to make a pass, gets it in front of the net, but stopped by Fergie. Fergie and Jacob doing a little bit of a poke checking, trying to get it out of the zone. Littleton's D picks it up. D to D pass with a shot on Braden. Braden does the splits, pushes it off behind the net. Back up to their D. Another D to D pass. Jacob's there with Fergie. Sends it deep into the corner. Eli's there to put some pressure on. Picked up by Kellen. Kellen sends it up, and we're going to get icing.
Sit up. You look like you're standing. You're like infringing on their conversation.
I know. I'm such a loud person. All right, so we got Tristan out with Rylan, Bogey, Coop, and Sherm. Tristan with the face-off, and the face-off win, sends it back to Coop. Coop tosses it around the boards, sends it up to, I'm not exactly sure who. I am so sorry. Can't see it, but Rylan stops it, sends it up over to Bogey. Bogey grabbing onto it. We got a 1-on-2 situation, shot towards the net, but the Goalie stops it and gloves it. 11:52 left in the second period. No line changes. Ryland's going to take the face-off. And I'm sorry, the last face-off was Ryland, not Tristan. Littleton with face-off win, sends it back behind the net. Tristan's there, picks it up, sends it over to Ryland, to Ryland. Trying to make a shot, went high. Tristan again behind the net, sends it back over into the other corner. Cooper chasing it down. Over to Bogey. Bogey holds on to it, makes a pass over to Tristan, intercepted by Littleton. Ryland grabs onto it, sends it deep into the corner. Battled over by Tristan. Picked up by Ryland again. Ryland deking around, trying to make a shot. Enough poke checks that he's not able to get a good stick on that puck. Into the corner, Tristan chases it over to Bogey. Bogey with a pass back to Ryland. Ryland sends it back over into the corner. Tristan picks it up, hitting a pass up into the point. Sherm takes it out of the zone, sends a pass over to Cooper. Cooper grabs it, sends it over to Tristan. Tristan with a puck, with a shot, and goal! Tristan with a goal, fed by Cooper. 10:50 left in the second period. Shots on goal are 10 apiece. All right, coming out, we got Riker with Ian, Grayson, Chadsey, and Austin. Braden's still in net. Ref picks up something off of the ice, poxes it. Maybe it's $1. Maybe it says, hey, don't give us any penalties. I'm just kidding. We would never. Rampage with face-off win back to Austin. Austin sends it up. Chadsey grabs it up against the boards, trying to get it clear. Ian drops back as D. Ian with a pass over to Austin. A little bit wide. Riker picking it up in the neutral zone, chasing it deep into the zone with Littleton. He's doing some nice poke checking, able to keep it in the zone. Riker with a pass over to Ian, but intercepted again by Littleton. Littleton's really good at these interceptions. It's kind of like I'm talking about football here. Littleton drives it in. He's got a 2-on-4 situation stopped, but Grayson is able to hold the puck. Gets over to Riker. Riker gets it over to Ian. Ian driving it in. Littleton with a nice little poke check pushes him down to his knees and gets him deep into the corner. Can't see what's happening, but I'm guessing that they're not doing any square dancing. All right, so we have Fergie coming out. Littleton with a pass up to their forwards. And we've got a little bit of a situation where it's a 2-on-2 situation, but Chadsey and Austin are able to do some nice stick lifts. Gets it up to Fergie here in the neutral zone. Fergie does a pass over to Kellen. Gets intercepted by Littleton yet again. Littleton with a pass. And we've got 1D with Austin. He tries to make a shot, but Austin blocks it with his body. Gets it up over to Kellen. Kellen with the puck, driving it in. Fergie with him. We've got, I'm not sure what's happening, but we got Jacob in there now with Kellen. And we've got Littleton that picks it up. We've got a cherry picker here, Cam and Eli coming back on D. And they're putting enough pressure. Shot, and Braden covers it. I'd like to know how these goalies get so flexible. All right, so we got a line change coming out. So we got Ryland, Bogey, Tristan, Coop, and Sherm. 9:01 left in the second period. 11 shots on goal for Littleton, 10 for Rampage. Face-off win by Littleton. Their D grabs it, sends it up to their winger. Winger with a shot. Gets blocked by Coop's body. Coop grabbing it, holding on to it, sends it up over, trying to get it over to Ryland, but Littleton intercepts. Littleton dumps it deep into the zone, picked it up by Cooper. Cooper trying to, again, get it up to Ryland, but it doesn't happen. Are we going to get icing on this? And we are. 8:36 left in the second period. Ryland's taking the face off. Littleton with the face-off win. Grab it, push it up against the boards, chip it up. Cooper grabs it, gets it out of the zone. Tristan grabs it. We've got a 1-on-0 situation. Tristan with a deke, gets it around, and we've got a goal. 5-1 Rampage. 8:23 left in the second period. Hard to believe that today is February 1st. January lasted about 5 years. And coming out, we've got Austin and Chadsey on D with Riker, Grayson, and Ian as our forwards. Riker taking the face-off. With the face-off win back to Austin. Austin up in the boards, up to Grayson. Grayson holding on to it, but poke check by Littleton. Again, Austin's battling, sends it deep into the, not deep into the zone, but into the zone. Gets kind of held up before the corner. Back behind the net, we got Austin, or Ian back there. Riker holds on to it, sends it, trying to get it over to Ian, but unable to. Littleton holding on to it. They do a pass, 3-on-2 situation, shot towards Braden. Blocked by Braden. Gets set into the corner. Grayson trying to hold on to it. Littleton trips him up a little bit, and it gets sent to the other side of the boards. Chadsey with the pass over to Ian. Ian with a nice stop, so it's not iced. Riker trying to get it deep into the neutral zone, but it gets poke checked. Littleton with a pass over. Riker again with some more pressure. Sends it deep into the corner. I cannot see over there, folks. I can see a couple of elbows. Can't tell you what they're happening. They could be talking about their homework for the weekend. Chadsey holds on to it, sends it up to Riker. Littleton picks it up, trying to send it in. Are we going to get an offside? And we are not. Chadsey taking it up, saucing it up, trying to get it over to Riker. Littleton picks it up, and Ian grabs it and says, enough is enough. Let's get it out of our zone. Ian holds his nickname as Pasta, getting some pressure on these guys, trying to get him out of there. Vassie's out for Grayson, over to Ian. Ian holding on to it, sends it in, but he loses an edge. We got Vassie trying to do a little bit of poke check, enough of a pressure that he cannot just drive into Rampage's zone. We've got Chadsey and Austin there on D. Fergie comes in, picks it up, sends it up over to Jacob, but then Jacob says, no, Fergie, you got it. Littleton does a poke check over to Vassie. Vassie holding on to it, sends it towards the net. Picked it up. Jacob into the corner, putting on some pressure. As his dad would say, keep the pressure on over there, buddy. All right, Vassie trying to get a pass over to Jacob. Jacob's not able to get there because Littleton gets in the way. Eli holds on to it. Picked up again by Jacob. Jacob with a puck, sends it up to Fergie. Fergie trying to get a puck on or stick on it and make a shot. Does not happen. 5:58 left in the second. Score is 5-1 Rampage. Rampage up with 13 shots on goal to 12. All right, so we got Coop and Sherman on D with Bogey, Tristan, and Rylan. Rylan with the face-off. Littleton with face-off win. Driving in, we got some pressure from Sherm. Littleton holds on to it, trying to make a pass to be able to get a shot. Goes across in front of the net. Littleton grabs it, goes into the corner yet again. Back into the other corner, picked up by Tristan. Tristan saucing it up, gets it up to Rylan. Rylan's got Bogey with him. Rylan holding on to it with a shot that goes high. Puck gets sent up, but it is in front of the net, and the goalie stops it. You're okay. What are they? 10U what?
10U prospects.
B? All right, just to let you know, we have some nice guest commentary if you hear them. We have the 10UB prospect somewhat theme. At least 3 or 4 of the players. Annabelle is not on that player, but we got some Truax kids over here with their friends. No line change. 5:19 left in the second period. Puck goes deep into the corner on Littleton's zone. Bogey grabs it, sends it up, gets it over to Tristan, who sends it up to Rylan. Gets poke checked. Rampage or Littleton trying to get it out. Diving saved by Rylan, but they still are able to get out of the zone. We got a 4-on-1 situation. Shot goes way wide. Picked up by Cooper. Cooper sauces it behind the net. Is it saucing or surfing? I'm going to have to ask Cameron. It's all a little bit silly. Tristan with the puck sends it up to Rylan. And we're going to get icing. No! Rylan picks it up. Tries to do a backhand. Unable to get it into the net. Bogey holds on to it. He's in the corner. Can't see what's happening, but we know that Rylan, Tristan, and Bogey are there. Sherm's waiting with Cooper. Tristan holds on to it. Trying to flick it up to Rylan. Rylan grabs it, goes into the corner. Rylan loses the edge, but he still gets up, battling up against the boards. Littleton grabs it, chips it up the boards. Cooper picks it up in the Rampage zone. With a pass over to Riker, but Littleton grabs it, sends it back into Rampage zone. Cooper does a little bit of a poke check. Sherm grabs it in front of the net, holds on to it, sends it up the boards. Chipped up again by Coop to Tristan into Littleton's territory. Riker chasing it down. Littleton grabs it, and we have no D. No D. Oh, Riker. Shot. Braden's able to save it. Littleton grabs it, holds it, does a little bit of a think, and they send it into the corner. Picked up by Chadsey. Chadsey sending it down. We're going to get icing. All right, so we got Ian, Grayson, Austin, Chadsey, and Riker. Okay, back to the face-off with Riker. Riker with face-off win, but Littleton grabs it, holds onto it, and then Riker picks it up. He says enough is enough. Grabs onto it. We've got a 2-on-1 situation. Oh! Riker with the pass to Grayson. Grayson with a goal! That was beautiful. Is it? Or 7? That's right. 6-1 Rampage. 3:04 left in the second period. 15 shots on goal for Rampage. 12 for Littleton. All right, so we got Fergie, Kellen, Jacob, Cam, and Eli. Rampage with face-off win. Eli grabs it, trying to send it over to Cam. Cam wasn't there. Cam backhands it up to Fergie. Fergie trying to get it over to Jacob. Picked up by Vassy. Vassy holds on to it, trying to get over to Fergie. He gets somebody in front of him. He's not able to make the shot. Littleton grabs onto it. Does a pass up, and we're going to get icing. 2:42 left in the second. We got some old school rock going here today for our music. I don't know if you guys can hear it. All right, Vassy with face off. Jacob and Fergie with him. Kim and Eli on D. Back behind the net. Fergie trying to sauce it over to Jacob. Littleton grabs it. Littleton holds on to it. They're driving on. Shot, but Cam was able to deflect it. They're still holding on to it. And they're trying to make another shot. Eli does a little bit of a save, or shoulder save. Shot, but Petey saves it. Petey just saved his D's behinds. And we have 2:18 left in the second period. Score is 6-1 Rampage. And we got Bogey, Tristan, and Ryland coming out with Coop and Sherm. Ryland with the face-off. Littleton with the face-off win. Littleton holds on to it, trying to deke around the players. Unable to. Ryland holds it, trying to send it up the boards, surf it up the boards. Littleton grabs it, trying to make a shot. Poke check by Braden. but then held onto by Littleton. Back into the corner. They're able to move around Rylan. Littleton holds onto it, trying to make a shot, but Tristan's able to get his stick right in the way. They're unable to make a shot. 3-on-1 situation. Tristan with a pass over to Bogey. Bogey with a shot, and it hits the crossbar. Littleton driving in. Sherm pushing him off to the side. Cooper's there. Shot towards Braden. Braden holds on to it. 126 left in the second period. Sorry, 125. I read that wrong. No line change. Face-off win by nobody. Kind of stalled there. Rylan was trying to, but Littleton ended up grabbing it. Trying to make a deep pass, but Tristan grabs onto it. Digs around, but they do a poke check that goes off to the side. Littleton holding on to it. Sends it back into the corner behind the net. Littleton passes it to themselves. They're holding on to it, but picked up by Rylan and Cooper. Cooper grabs it again. Rylan says, okay, we need a reset. Rylan sends it up to Cooper. Cooper trying to get it back to Rylan. Littleton's in the way. 49 seconds left in the period. Rylan's able to grab it in the center ice, but then it goes to Cooper. Cooper holding on to it with Bogey on his side. Littleton poke checks. They're able to steal it. We've got Tristan and Bogey trying to play D. No need to. Get sent and stuck into the corner. Ian's out. He's holding on to it. Ian's got it. Kicks around, trying to make a shot, but Littleton's skates get in his way. Cooper grabs onto it. Holden, shot, blocked, rebound, goes into the corner, cleared out of the zone, picked up by Chadsey. 5 seconds left in the period. Chadsey with his pass over to Cooper. Cooper hand grabs it, holding on to it, sends it deep into the corner. 17 shots on goal for Rampage, 15 for Littleton. All right, welcome back to the third period. We got Grayson, Riker, Ian, Chadsey, and Austin. Littleton with the face-off win, but Riker grabs a hold of it. Riker holds it, but Littleton's able to poke check. Gets it around up to Austin. Austin with a shot that goes to the left of the net. Ian's there, up against the boards. Sends it into the corner where Grayson chases it down. Grayson up against the boards, trying to get it up, but gets up to Chadsey. Chadsey with a shot towards the net. Stopped by a Littleton D player where they pass it up to one of their wingers. Littleton with a shot goes wide and to the right. Riker chips it up the boards. Littleton picks it up in the neutral zone, drives it in. Littleton with a pass to each other. Picked it up, but taken behind the net. Eli is there with Jacob. Littleton holds on to it. A little bit of pressure there from Austin. Littleton sends it trying behind the net and then picked up again by their D. D holds on, dekes around Ian. Sends it up in front of the net, but then poke check by Austin. Austin sends it down, and we're going to get icing. All right, so I'm sorry, that was not Eli earlier. That was Chadsy. All right, so Cam and Eli coming out on D with Vassy, Fergie, and Jacob. 12:38 left in the game. Vassy taking the face off. Have a little bit of a conversation going between the refs and the coaches. Not sure what's going on. We're good. Braden's staying in net. All right, lineman is up for the face-off. Says, come a little bit closer, Kellen. Kellen with the face-off win back to Eli. Littleton's there, does a little bit of a poke check. Eli still with another poke check. Shot. Braden's there. Another shot. Pushed off to the side. Pass over to Jacob. Jacob trying to get it out of the zone. Littleton deflects it, trying to hold on to it. And they drive it around. Kellen grabs it, sending it back over to Jacob. Able to get it deep into the Littleton's territory. Fergie chasing it down. Picked up again by Littleton in the neutral zone with Coop and Sherm on D. Kellen sending it down. Are we going to get icing? No, we're not going to get icing. Picked up by Littleton. Jacob chasing him behind the net. Putting some pressure on. Poke check by Vassy. Sends it up. Sherm grabs it. Sends it into the zone, but we have an offside. 11:40 left in the third period. Yeah, Ryland coming out with Tristan, Bogey, Coop and Sherm. Changing dots on where we're going to do the face-off. Tristan with the face-off. Littleton holding on to it, making a shot towards, but Cooper stops it with his skate. Bogey's pass up to Ryland, but Littleton intercepts. Littleton makes a pass. Goes on. We got a one-on-one situation, but we have enough back-checking from Cooper. Sends it over into the corner. Sherm sends it up the boards. Gets up to their D. Their D sends it down deep into their center. Again, Coop sends it. Gets it up to Bogey. Bogey's chasing it down. He's got it. Gets his backhand on it. With shot towards the goalie. And the goalie covers it. That ref has been a little bit physical with this game because he actually, right here, kind of pushed a couple of our kids off to the side. Like, literally. The ref. The lineman. Sorry, not the ref. The ref is the one with the orange bands. The lineman was like, no. All right, we got Rager coming out with Grayson and Ian. Chadsy and Austin on D. Riker with face off. Riker with face. There's no face off win. Kind of stalls. Goes to the right of the Littleton goalie. Littleton picks it up. Does a little bit of a pass over, but a poke check by Austin. And they send it into the corner. Takes it behind the net by Chadsy, who stops it. Chips it up the boards. And Chadsy grabs it again in front of the net. Austin grabs it. Chips it up the boards again, trying to get it up to Riker. Riker's there to answer to Littleton. Austin holds on to it, and then Littleton picks it up. Ian's doing a little bit of a back check. Trying to make a shot towards the net, but it gets pushed to the side. Littleton sends it up to their winger. Austin grabs it into the corner. Trying to send it up over to Riker. Shot towards Braden. Caught and covered. 18 shots on goal for Rampage, 17 for Littleton, 10:02 left in the game. All right, we got Vassy coming out with Perky and Jacob, Cam and Eli on D. Vassy with the face-off win sends it back to Eli. Eli sends it over to Jacob. Jacob clearing it out and offside, I'm assuming. Puck kind of bounced around. Cullen's face-off again. Littleton grabs it, tries to get it around Eli. Eli pushes it to the side. Littleton holds on to it, trying to get it up to their center. Gets it back into the corner. Vassy over, gets up to their D. Their D holds on to it, making a shot towards the goal. Stopped by Braden. Not stopped by the D. The D weren't there. Littleton holds on to it, gets it around. Jacob doing a little bit of shove there. Shot towards Braden. Braden stops it with his blocker. Another shot. Oh! Rebound caught by Littleton and a goal by Littleton. Coop and Sherm coming out to give Braden some love. That was not on Braden. I can honestly say that was on my kid as D. Out of position, it happens. But I'm not a coach. It's just an observant parent. All right, so we got Tristan with the face-off, Rylan and Bogey on his right and left. Face-off win by Rampage. Coop picks it up, gives it to Sherm. Sherm sends it up to Bogey. Littleton dekes around. Poke checking by Tristan. Again picked up by Littleton. And then Rylan grabs it. Rylan taking it deep in. He's got Tristan with him. Rylan with a shot. Goes high into the left. Littleton grabs it up against the boards. Holds on to it behind the net. Passes it up. Picked up by Cooper. Cooper with a pass over to Sherm. Sherm holding it. Sherm dumps it into the zone. Littleton grabs it. Another Littleton to Littleton pass. Rylan stops that pass from happening. Gets sent into the deep corner. 8:22 left in the game. Littleton with a pass. Chasing it down with Sherm. Sherm and Littleton battling. Enough of a pressure from Sherm. Shot. 5-hole goal for Littleton. All right, we got Riker, Ian, Grayson, Chadsy, and Austin coming out for this next shift. 21 shots on goal for Littleton, 18 for Rampage. Riker with the face-off. Kind of a stall on that face-off, but Littleton grabs it. Ian with a little bit of a pressure with Riker. Grayson holding on to it. Gets it over to Chadsy. Chadsy chasing it down with Littleton behind the net. Littleton trying to get it in front of Braden. Braden stops it. Lost sight of it, but it was not below his pads. No goal. Cube, Sherm, Tristan, Bogey, and Rylan coming out again. Puck gets sent up the boards, gets into the neutral territory. Rylan and Bogey chasing it down. pressure from Tristan here against the glass. Coop does a nice little poke check, picked up by Bogey and Tristan. Bogey and Tristan hold on to it. Bogey with a shot towards the net. Oh! Bogey with a shot. Tristan wants to pick up on the rebound. That's the goal. .7:23 left in the third period. No line change. Tristan with the face off again. Tristan with the face off, one back to Sherm. Sherm holds on to it, sends it up to Rylan. Rylan sending it into the corner of Littleton zone. Tristan's there to pick it up, trying to get it over to Bogey. Littleton doesn't make it easy for him, and they pick it up behind the net. They send it up. We've got a 1-on-2 situation, trying to deke it around, but Sherm does a nice job of poke checking, and they send it deep into the zone. Goes behind the net, picked up by Cooper. Cooper sends it up to Sherm. Sherm holds on to it, trying to get it over to Rylan and Bogey. Bogey's able to pick it up. He just dumps it deep into the zone. Line change. Bogey goes on to the bench. Fergie's out with Chadsey. Rylan holds on to it, sends it up to Chadsey. Chadsey holds on to it, trying to make a little bit of pass. Has to reset. Does a pass over to Rylan, but it gets out of the zone. Coop picks it up and then stops, holds on to it, goes into the zone in front of the net, make a shot. Blocked, but the rebound was pretty big, but no one was there to be able to make that a goal. All right, so we got Austin coming out with Chadsey on D. Cooper heading back to the bench. Fergie's out there with Jacob and Riker, Grayson, and Ian are coming out with Chadsey and Austin. .6:17 left in the game. Oh, Rampage with a face-off win. Slipped out of the zone. Chadsey chasing it. Just a little bit of a hesitate. Send it back. Picked up again by Austin. Austin chips it up the boards. We're just going to play here in the neutral zone. And then it gets sent into Rampage's zone. 5:57 left in the game. Goes into the corner. Grayson holds on to it. Littleton pokes him, and they send it behind the net. Littleton holds on to it. Chadsey putting on pressure. And then Grayson picks it up. Grayson saucing it up, trying to get out of the zone, and he is successful. They do a D-to-D pass. D passes it up to their winger. Puck up to Ian. Ian holding on to it. Gets poke checked. And then he's up against the boards. Littleton is literally holding on to Ian's head. Austin gets it into Littleton's zone. They clear it out. Eli is out on D for Chadsey. Littleton holds on to it. Trying to make a pass over. Austin's able to pick it up. Gets it out of the zone. Gets it up to Rylan. Rylan holds on to it. Rylan digging around, but it gets poke checked. Bogey's there. Littleton sends it up. Cam and Eli are on D. Cam holding on to it. Cam with a pass up to Rylan. Rylan grabs it. Bogey's there. Sherm's out for Eli. No. Another bad D change. Whew. We have offside. All right, so we got Sherm out there with Coop, Rylan, Tristan, and Bogey. 4:23 left in the game. Sorry about that. All right, Coop sends it back into the neutral zone. Goes into Littleton zone. Their D holds on to it, sends it up to their winger. Sherm grabs it, sends it deep into the corner, and we have icing. All right, so we got Rylan, Coop, Sherm, Tristan, and Bogey. They're changing sides, so they're going to go to Braden's left. Tristan with a face-off, and the face-off win. Gets sent over to Cooper, and then Rylan picks it up. Rylan with a pass up to Tristan. Tristan with a pass up to Bogey. Bogey grabs it, sends it into the zone. A little bit of a stop by Littleton, but then picked up again by Tristan. Tristan trying to get in front of the net. Littleton's there, pushes it off to the side, and then we're not able to complete that pass. Littleton grabs it, drives it in. 2-on-2 situation. Shot towards Braden. Braden pushes it off to the side. Littleton takes it behind the net, trying to get a pass on, but we have too much pressure from Tristan. Tristan into the corner with Coop there. Coop grabs it, sends it behind the net. Picked up by Littleton. Bogey sends it, and are we going to get icing? Yes. All right, coming out. 3:19 left in the game. Got Vassy coming out with Fergie, Chazzy, Austin, and Jacob. $20 shots on goal for Rampage, 23 for Littleton. Vassy with the face-off win, goes into the corner with Littleton. A little bit of a pressure, and then Austin comes in, grabs the puck, sends it back over to Vassy. Littleton grabs it, intercepts it. Littleton with a shot, backhand shot on Braden. Braden grabs it and covers it. I'm going to do a shout-out to Braden's dad, Cody, and his coworkers at Firehouse. Hopefully they're watching this on the big screen, and there is no big fire alarm. Vassy with face-off. Littleton grabs it, trying to make a pass over, but enough interruption by Jacob. Littleton with another pass. Jacob grabs it, drives it down, gives it over to Fergie. Fergie going in with Jacob Lou. Littleton grabs it. Vassy stops it, but then they do a pass. Chazzy with a poke check sends it deep into the neutral zone. Littleton picks it up. Pressure from Littleton. They take a shot, but caught, kind of deflected by Austin's glove. We're going to get icing. No. Sorry. Fergie chasing it down, gets it into the corner. Littleton grabs it up. Ian's out with Riker. Fergie coming off for Grayson. Grayson picks it up with a pass from Littleton. Chadzy and Austin still on D. Littleton holding on to it. Makes a pass towards the net, but it goes a little bit to the left. 2:03 left in the game. A little bit of battle over there in the corner between Austin and Littleton. They make a shot towards the net. Again, stopped by Austin. Glove down. Riker holds on to it. Another poke check. Littleton grabs it in front of the net. Up to their D. D making a shot. Grayson's there, stops the shot from happening, sends it over to Ian. Ian trying to get it over, but gets sent into the boards. 1:33 left in the game. 27 shots on goal for Littleton, 20 for Rampage. Sherman Coop coming out with Rylan, Bogey, and Tristan. Littleton grabs it from the corner, trying to make a pass and a shot. A little bit of shoving going on in front of the net. They got too close to Braden. RD did not appreciate it. All right, so our next game, whatever we're doing today, we need to continue it tomorrow. That's my unofficial mom coaching. Just joking. All right, so we got the game that Littleton with a shot on Braden. We have some shoving happening. Braden stopped that goal. 1:17 left in the game. Looks like we're going to have a penalty on Rylan. So we're going on a penalty kill. And Littleton, for the rest of the game, will be up by 1 player. If they pull that goalie, they're up by 2 players, and it'll be tough. Just with the face-off. Kind of a stall there on that win. Littleton holds on to it, gets it out of the zone. Cooper sends it up to Bogey. Goes deep into the corner. Bogey's chasing it down, grabs it behind the net. Holds on to it. Trying to get it over to Tristan or Cooper. Tristan grabs it. Littleton picks up. Cooper grabs it. Does a little bit of a shot. Rebounds off of a player. Bogey with a back pass to Cooper. Something happens, but then there's... Something happens. You guys are asking me for what happened. Littleton grabs it. We've got Sherm back checking. Shot by Littleton. Bogey with him. 33 seconds left in the game. Bogey holding on to it up against the boards. Loses the edge, goes down, cleared out. 23 seconds left in the game. Littleton picks it up before the red line, blue line. And now we have icing. 13.5 seconds left in the game. We have icing. Coming out. Nope. No line change. So we got Bogey, Tristan, Cooper, and Sherm. Rampage with face-off win. Goes back to Cooper. Cooper holds on to it. Bounces it off the boards. Makes a shot. Goes wide. 5 seconds left in the game. Pressure just needs to stay down in this corner. And there's game. Rampage with a win against Littleton Red. Tomorrow we have a game against Boulder. I think our game is at 2:45 Mountain Time. We'll be playing up at the sports stable. Hope you guys can join us then. Not sure if I will be doing the live streaming. Who's going to be doing it? But we appreciate you guys being here. Again, shout out to Cody Peterson and Sandy over in the UK, our favorite team grandma.